Hello there. Circadian rhythms. What are they and why do you need to care about them? Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is John Ruman. I'm an international business coach and consultant, and my passion is to help you live the greatest potential life that you can. Circadian rhythms. Have you ever stayed up later than you should and noticed that at a certain point it actually is hard to go to sleep? Almost like you have a window of time when you feel sleepy, when you feel tired and you start yawning, and it feels that, hey, Nilash, good to see you, man. So you feel like you're yawning, you feel like you're tired, and it 15 minutes, 20 minutes passes, you're doing something. For whatever reason, you stay up later than that moment in time. And then when you go to bed, it feels like you literally are falling like I'm sorry. It feels like you cannot go to sleep. Almost like your mind was ready. If you had fallen asleep when you felt sleepy in that 15, 20, 30-minute section of time, you could have passed out and been gone. Gone. Not like kind of sleeping, passed out. So you had that window of time and then you stayed up a little bit later than that, a half hour. And now you're like, I'm up. Let's do this. Something, for whatever reason, has reignited the fire within you. An hour and a half goes by, and now it's later than your normal sleep schedule, whatever, and you can't fall asleep. But weirdly, you know, in the times that you have gone to sleep, when you feel that exhaustion in that 20, 30-minute time, you're out, you sleep so incredibly deeply, that is following what's called your circadian rhythm. I'll give you an example that may give you some feedback on this. Hey, Tanner, good to see you, my brother. If you ever go camping and there's a beautiful, beautiful campfire and it's warm and it's soothing and you get the beautiful wilderness around you, you cannot, unless you're having an extremely fun conversation, keep your eyes open after a certain time, even if it's long before your normal bedtime. The reason is certain lights and certain areas and aspects of our modern life actually create something that creates our body to stop what's called melatonin, which is one of the chemicals. There's a couple chemicals, but the big one's melatonin. And these lights and these area of light spectrum will actually cause you to stay awake. But if you have candlelight, really warm light like a campfire, you notice you just fall asleep. The power goes out. You go to bed super early that night. There's other things happening besides purely light, but that is a major causal factor for you sleeping like a baby. So the reason I brought up the idea that when you notice those cycles, when you actually feel tired and should you choose to go to bed, and you know you should because you're tired, and you actually go to bed, you sleep like a baby, and then you notice if you push beyond that and you stay up for this new energy, this new whatever, an hour or two later, you burn the midnight oil, you work later than your body tells you to, it's actually hard to go to sleep and you don't sleep quite as deeply. And if you haven't ever tried this out, I would encourage you to test that. Next time you feel, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, go to bed. Like literally, brush your teeth, get in the bed. Don't take a shower, by the way. Ideally, take a shower long before. But showers usually are good for revitalization and waking you up, not for right before bed. So I would encourage you to take a shower early, like when you get home, eat dinner, 5 or 6 o'clock, something like that. And then when you go to bed, let's say 9, 10, 11, make this a habit of doing that so it doesn't wake you up before you go to bed. Anyway, so brush your teeth, and when you feel tired, go to bed. And I want you to test this. I want to hear your feedback. You're going to notice you sleep like a baby. Not, oh, I slept better than normal. You sleep so deeply and so soundly. It's miraculous. So that's part of what's called circadian rhythm. And again, you fall into it when power goes out, when you're camping, when you're a little bit more natural environment, because your body literally uses the sun setting as its guide. So when there is the start of the day, and if you go camping, you'll notice that you get up really early usually. Really early. And that's because your skin and your eyes, your skin especially, your skin actually has photoreceptors, crazy, right? Your skin has photoreceptors and it'll see the blue light from the sun, early rays will wake you up. So you're no longer a potential victim for being taken advantage of by some predators out there, whatever they are in your environment. Okay, so that's part one. The part one is test this out. Go to bed when you feel tired. Don't push beyond it. Listen to your body. Test this out. If you want to sleep like a baby, this will totally game change your life. If you actually listen to when your body says I'm tired, go to bed. If you're a parent, those of you who are beautiful parents out there, fun, huh? I'm happy for you. I get to be Uncle John. Have fun with all your beautiful children. I would encourage you to be the tribal leader of your tribe and go to bed. I need to be honest with you. Here's a challenge that your children are going to give you pushback. Why are they going to give you pushback? Because you stay up to 11 o'clock every night. Unless you have a very strict time they go to bed. Let's say the kids go to bed at 8 or whatever, and you guys want parent time from, even if you're a single parent, from 8 to 10 or 8 to 11, whatever time you choose. But if you get up at 5 or 6 and you don't get enough sleep and you feel exhausted, the cool thing is you can go to bed earlier than you have been, but also, should you need to adjust your children, the method to do that is actually moving about 15 minutes a day. Your body can't handle more than 15 minutes. Otherwise, it feels like you're pushing it too hard to sleep, go to sleep earlier. So listen to your body when it feels tired. Test this out. You'll be mind blown. Don't worry, your kids, if you turn on the lights and make it kind of quiet and peaceful and all that, they'll be tired too. So I wouldn't worry about them as much as you may worry if you are now. And then make it such that when you do this, that you may need to push the clock back a little earlier. So if you right now stay up to midnight every night and you feel that sleepy feeling at like 9:30 or 10, that's really based on the amount of sleep you typically give yourself, how much sleep your body probably needs to reach that amount of proper sleep, if that makes sense. So I hope this answers your questions. So with that, if you want, and this is kind of a teaser, but if you want a nice, in-depth, powerful, entire workshop helping you to sleep like a baby all the time, and I used to be a total night owl until I learned tweaks and hacks to really change how well I sleep. And I covet and treasure and protect my sleep like most people protect their civil liberties and their freedom and their whatever's really important to them. One of the things that's really important to me is sleeping like a baby. And I will protect that. Well, my wife knows, and I won't go partying and liming all into the night anymore either, because it's more important that I sleep well and feel amazing the next day than stay up really late. I can get up early and hang out with you earlier in the day. Anyway, so if you want more on this, and long story short, my promise to you is if you want better sleep, it can happen. I promise you that with some changes. They are usually not 1 or 2 changes. It's maybe 5 or 6, and you slowly stack them on top of each other, and then you'll be blown away how well you do sleep. So that's my promise to you. But the one I just gave you tonight is very helpful. So if you're interested, I'm doing a 3-hour workshop with Dr. Nilesh Ramnarayan of Ishtar Center, and we're going to do that in Val Park on the 3rd of November. It's going to be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. The investment is $325 prepay, $375 on the day, and that will involve many, many topics, much more in depth than I went into today, but that will be going over everything from how to breathe to calm your mind before you go to bed, the effects and ways to reduce electrosmog, which is your Wi-Fi and your electricity in your house, the impact of the lighting that you see, your cell phone, your computer, your lights above your head, the lights at your table side, and literally a whole bunch of things. So we're going to be going really in depth. And the cool thing is when you get this and when you actually begin utilizing it, you'll be like, sleep, it's mine. And you'll be the wonderful angelic person you know you've always been. So with that, any questions, just shoot me a message here. I'll reach out and happy to help you. And I wish you all the best. You can also look in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram. You can check it out there. And have an amazing night and sleep tight. Please check out, if you missed this late, start over the video when it replays in the cycle so you can watch the beginning to help you get better circadian rhythms. Have a great night.